Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today in this video we are going to see about how to write Dockerfile and how to build container image from the Dockerfile. So let's begin. So basically if I talk about in the previous things, there are the two ways of creating the image by commit command like we generally do. We have seen the commit command, and another is by using Dockerfile. Alright, so the container has the content which is present into the image of the container. So Dockerfile is nothing, it's just a text-based documentation that contains all commands a user could call on the command line to assemble an image. What we generally do when we launch a container, we launch a container by docker run -e id image name, then we go into container, we install yum install certain like net tools like apache web server according to our requirements, then we build up something, then we it takes a lots of time and going out there. So we have Dockerfile, it's basically create a file, and what all those steps we want in that particular file we write, and we just run those particular script. So in the commit technique, normally we used to create a pre-created image. After running the image and launching the container, we install directly different software whatever we want, and then we exit the container. So use the commit command to build our own image. Like this is a totally architecture what's going on. But in the Dockerfile we have to write some quick scripts by our own keywords, by using some keywords we can say, and we can create our Dockerfile. Alright, so let's begin with quick with the practical part. So let me quickly connect with my EC2 instance, and let me connect. So I will show you how to create a Dockerfile and what all the things it contains. And there are certain repositories also, and you will get the content on my GitHub. I will be providing with the link in the description. You can go and take some description example from there. Alright, so let me quickly log into the sudo account. Okay, so let me create one folder for the Dockerfile. Anything let me create mkdir docker. I'm just creating a folder as a docker, and quickly I'm in the docker right now. Same pwd, by using pwd you can ensure we are in the docker right now. Alright, so to create a docker file we have a vim as editor. We are using vim editor, and just like notepad, just like gedit, we just like vim, just a notepad editor. And whenever you are creating a docker file, you just need to provide the file name as a docker file. This should be the name of your file while we create the docker file, like D capital and everything is small. So as you hit enter, we are inside the docker file. Just create quickly. So first of all, we are using from which image you want to build the image. Like we need to build the image, we need to use CentOS 7 image. Okay, so from instruction keywords is used to specify the parent image from which you are building. Okay, this from instruction gives us. First of all, this is done. Then second is run instruction. Okay, run instruction, or we can say keyword, will execute any command in a new layer on the top of the current image. If you want certain things to be run on the top of that particular current image, so this run command help. So we are running with the, like, I just need to quickly install nettools. So same yum install nettools with -y means yes, we don't need to write. So now we have written the what we have done. We have created a Dockerfile, we have written the Dockerfile. So now to build and to run or to build the custom image using we need to provide the certain commands. So first of all, let me check what is the inside the Dockerfile by cat command. I am just quickly checking. Yeah, this is the content of the Dockerfile. Now I need to run. So simple command, this is docker build. I'm into the docker folder, so let me provide the folder name docker slash, and after that just provide -t, and I will explain you, and just provide the image name, whatever you image want to build up my image. Alright, so as you hit enter, it start building your image and everything is getting updated. So we have to give the path of the folder where Dockerfile is created. Like we have given the path of the folder where Dockerfile is created, and the -t is used to give the name of that image. Like we have -n different things. So we generally use -t is used to give the name of the image. So let wait for just few seconds, few times, and let it complete the installation part. So what we are seeing, what we are going to see here, not going inside the Docker and not going with the things manually. It's gonna create an image for you by the CentOS, and it will, and inside that container it will launch NetTools for you. So this is one of the things which the Dockerfile maximize you in the companies or in the industries. These Dockerfile are the main things which are been using. So let me show you one quick example of Dockerfile till it's getting downloaded. Alright, this is one of the like example of the Docker file where it's building certain container for us. So let me quickly explain this until it's launching containers and building the things for us. I think it's taking a couple of time. Alright, let's wait. So what have this written into the Docker file? Same, I have just told you we write in the from, and then we run. From means like whatever image we want to build, building from the image, like parent image which we want to build. Then we are using the run as an instruction, will execute any command into the new layer on the top of the current image. Then we are again running the some of the echoes, like we are running couple of commands, like here apt-get is for the Ubuntu, like same apt installing something, installing nettools tree, and more of those parts. Then coming forward, like it's copying the package, like there is a package in this and they are copying it to the this particular file or particular path. So this is one of the keyword, or we can say instruction. Then we are exposing on the port 8080, and we are using some commands. There is a two parts, cmd and entry points. So CMD is generally means to use for the like what we want to use into that particular part, and entry point gives you the instructions to the part. Alright, so let's quickly check with this image, and I think it's taking some more time. Let's wait for a few minutes and we'll see out here. So you can see out here the Docker image has been downloaded over here. So if you want to check, we have a command Docker images. So you can see about a minute ago the image has been created and downloaded. So what is the importance of using a Docker file? We just need to write into the scripts and everything runs for us. So coming to the next part, let's understand with another Docker file example. So in this Docker file, we should never use an interactive command, otherwise it will not work. Okay, if we are using something about -it, so if you are using this, it will not work. So whatever process we start in the container, or the OS is temporary, the process shuts down whenever the container goes. So already the things goes down as the container is going down, as the image goes shut down. Alright, so we need to attach and we need to start the container. So any commands that create a file in the system can be executed using the run command, as we are defining Docker in that Docker file. We are defining, let me quickly do with the cat Docker. Let me quickly check with the. Alright, so what we are defining into any commands that creates a file into that system can be executed by the run. Alright, so we are just defining this commands and we are executing the particular commands whatever we want. Like suppose we are installing yum install nettools, or yum install httpt, or something else, whatever we are installing or whatever we want to run, we are doing this by using the run command. So above, both are the commands can create any data or the files onto the system. So these are the kinds of the one-time setup commands, and these are the permanent part. So if we want any command or program to execute automatically as soon as container starts, then we should use cmd keyword. Like there is cmd keyword, I will show you. Let's quickly create one more Docker file. Let me edit this Docker file itself only. Vim and Docker file. Okay, so I'm just editing this Docker file itself only. I'm just going to quickly install a web service httpd, httpd, and with the -y, and then quickly installing one more thing, echo. We are just writing container in a var file. slash var slash ww slash html file, and in the index file we want this, so putting with the index dot html. Okay, so again installing the net tools, for it's not necessary, but as for the reference we are just installing the net tools too. Yum install net tools -y expose on the 80, then setting with the environment x is equals to 5. Then as I was talking about the CMD part, we don't need containers to be run in the background foreground, so we need in the background part, so we need to run some commands. Alright, so usr to restart the services and all those parts, so setting up all those parts, and httpd. Alright, we are using into the foreground. Alright, so we have written this, and let me quickly close the brackets. Now quickly save and let's start the container. So here the HTTP service runs into the foreground part, like we have given this foreground part, so we need to use this default ground to run into the foreground, and HTTPD is a service that we need to start again and again. So we have using written with the CMD command. As I told you, CMD is generally used for if you want any program to be automatically execute as soon as the container starts. Okay, that's why we have written here CMD, and this helps into the systemd and the system call part. So one more thing, like expose keyword is used for pattern purpose, which enables the Docker to connect with the outside world. We're exposing on certain 80 ports, or you can, or as you want to use the port, we are just exposing to connect from the outside world if anyone wants to connect with them. And now, one more thing, environment keyword is used for setting the environment variables, like if you want to set something variables in variables, so we are just using the environment, or otherwise you can define with the different parts too. Okay, so if we are talking about going more forward, so this is the total index, this is the syntax of the CMD part, like how we define the CMD. Like we have parameter 1, parameter 2, this is executable, this is a parameter 1, and more you can just define to the CMD. So let me quickly run this Docker file. Alright, so let me quickly run this Docker file for you. Docker build hyphen docker, and we are building this time with a new image hyphen t, and quickly giving with the name web, okay, with the version v1. So as you hit enter, it start building the our image, and it takes some time to build, so let's wait for further and let's take some time to build this particular part. Alright. Alright, so like it's taking some couple of more minutes and it's building. As the things get built, you can just check it by using the Docker image, and you will get one new image. So this is the one of the part from which you can run a Docker file, and here are the some samples I have just provided with you. Like this you can create multiple Docker files, and from this Docker file you can just create the things, and it will be easy. We don't need to go inside a container, we launch step by step things. So that's it from myself. If you have any quick queries, you can ask me in the comment section, and please share and like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you all, thank you so much.